could I have your attention, please? For next Sunday's All-Ireland final, tomorrow night at 8:30 and September Clubroom, all six. For next Sunday's All-Ireland final, tomorrow night at 8:30 in September Clubroom, and all tickets must be paid for at the final.
Behind the band and marching up towards the main stand. A fairly big crowd gathered here. A bit blustery but dry, the wind blowing down the field to the bottom, to the Gorchin end of the goals. Only one change on the programme, that is number 12 Peter Kerr is replaced by number 17 Brian Gormley on the Carrickmore team, and Errigal Ciaran will play as selected. The game's only moments away. The two teams grip together for a rendezvous. Errigal Ciaran at this stage look to be playing against the Breeze the first half, so we'll silence now for a rendezvous. Looking again, double check. This game is only seconds away. Referee picks the ball, throws it in. Up goes Seamus McCallum and Hugh Quinn on the break. Hugh Quinn throws on the ball. Ball drops Ronan McGarty, takes a heavy shoulder there from Peter Loughlin. It's been bustled up, being fouled. First free of the match after 15 seconds to Carrickmore. Ronan McGarty has the ball, let it move up front. He looks for Brian Gormley. Brian Gormley runs out the field. Colin McCann falls, hops over both of them. Goes in to Bryduff. Bryduff gets it closed. Closed and brilliantly blocked there by Emmett McGinley. Well fed out to Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn gets the ball up. And that's a height, a good tackle from Seamus McCallum there. As Peter Loughlin sold the ball very high, there's a bit of a melee down there. Nothing worry about Martin Coburn in to organise it. Three settling things down. He's going to take the ball. I'm sure he's going to hop it. He'll pick two men. Hop it he is. He stands back. He looks in. 3 or 4 men there. Gavin McElroy is one of them. David McElroy is up and takes it well. Shifts the tackle from Pascal Cameron. Gets the ball. Joe Lynch is very unlucky coming in with a late block there, and he's calling Joe Lynch over. He looked as if he went for the ball there, and David McElroy is injured on the ground and back up again as manager Raymond Monroe goes on. And Martin Coburn is taking action here very early. I don't know whether he's picking Joe Lynch, but he's certainly writing his name down, and we'll know in a second or two he's actually put him in the book. Looked a fair enough tackle with a late block, but the referee didn't see it that way, and he has booked him, and we have gone just about a minute and a half on the first book of the match, and it's Joe Lynch, the right half forward for Errigal Ciaran. The referee looked on that ball played in front, and the man out in front is Gillian McCallum. Gillian McCallum, that ball drops just for Errigal Gormley, chases it, falls out to Bryduff. Bryduff looked to be pushed over the top, can't get up. The referee's blown for over Ciaran. Harsh enough decision in the circumstances, but Errigal Ciaran won't mind that. A lot of argy-bargy off the ball there, and that ball is given out the field. Ball up the field. And goes Hugh Quinn. Ball breaks and Ronan McGarty is there. And you get pulled there as you got with the referee put play on. The ball back to Peter Loughlin. Ronan McGarty's back there, it's on the ground. He's given a free in to Carrickmore. I've seen the introduction there, and maybe from the start of Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh definitely playing in the Errigal Ciaran team, and that's a long ball in and looks very open. Brian Gormley goes up, the ball's broke, it's well covered in there by Colin McCann. Colin McCann is fouled as he comes out. Has not been given away, and the referee looks over, says this will be taken from this spot, and Ciaran Loughlin's the man with the ball. Gives it to Dermot Loughlin. A lot of movement up front. Brian Gormley's taking up a full forward position and running across is Gabriel McCallum. But Dermot looks to be going the whole way. It's a long one. It's dropping dangerously in. Cahill McAnally's on. The ball's gone. Harmony's to the left and gone wide. No score, and almost 5 minutes gone in this all county senior football replay. And it's got very, very wet here. A heavy shower coming down, and it's certainly not pleasant conditions. A lot of gloves being thrown onto the pitch here. And why senior footballers don't carry gloves onto the pitch on a day like this is beyond me, but everyone to their own choice. Cahill McAnally has placed the ball. Known in Errigal Ciaran as Sugar. Never a very heavy shower of hailstones coming down here, and that ball's kicked out by Cahill McAnally. It's dropping 45 metres out. Paul Hoyce gets up. Oh, well won by Paul Hoyce. Goes to the ground, still gets it, comes out on brilliant football by young Paul Hoyce, who's coming back from a collarbone injury a few years ago. That ball goes to Joe Lynch, but it's terrible well covered there by Kieran McAleer. Kieran McAleer gives it out to Gavin McElroy. Gavin McElroy cuts in, takes 2 tackles, carrying on 3 tackles. Referee said he didn't play the ball free in. 5 minutes gone in this game, and the ball is pumped in by Peter Loughlin. It looks long, it's up to Peter Cameron, but the man is out with us. It's Conor Gormley, son of Sean Gormley, who a brilliant minor in 73 when Tyrone won the minor championship. That ball's dropping in, hopping. It's dropped in there by Emmett McGinley. The ball's certainly very slippery out there now. It's won by Ciaran Loughlin. No, it's not. It's Plunkett Duff gives it out to Brian Gormley. Brian Duff gives to Brian Gormley. Long ball into David McElroy. This could be the first goal again. He turns, shifts 2 tackles, he shoots, and it's very well blocked. Very well blocked by Paul Hoyce. And out comes young McGinley. Young McGinley's got the ball, looking for an option. That option up the field is Owen Gormley, and Owen Gormley dallies out the ball, and the ball's kicked up along the line. It's still there, and the ball's out of play now. Linesman on the far side, the ball's out of play, and the rain is starting to pour down here. Very wet day for such a big spectacle, and the man that has the ball on the far side is Gavin McElroy. Gives it in, and lovely ball. It was inside too. Ciaran McAleer, as he seems to have just rushed that kick. It's dropping in. Given McCallum's on this drop, dangerously to Brian Gormley. As he blocked this, it's a free kick. A free kick to Carrickmore. And from a very scoreful position, after 6.5 minutes, this could be the first score of the day. And the man entrusted with it is Dermot Loughlin. Thrusting left foot from the right-hand side of the field. Steps up the left foot, strokes it high, strokes it, and missed it. He's missed the free. 20-metre free, and he's missed it. And that's a terrible miss from a Carrickmore point of view. Left foot it is, straight up the middle. Good kick. On the ball is Hugh Cohen. Up goes Errigal Ciaran. Ball's broke. Crossing that comes Gavin McElroy wearing number 4 on his back, but has followed his man out. Put back to Tyrone McGarry. Gives it on to Barry Duff. Not holding that ball. Has picked up Eamon Kavanagh give it back to Paul Horse. He drops it. He's been harassed by Kieran Lohan. And by Brian Gorman. The referee says that's a free out. Pascal Cannon has the ball. Looking for someone to take it. There isn't many options. That ball well cut out again. The run McGarry's having an absolute storm around there. It's a very good tackle and it's a foul, and I don't think it. Colin McCann agrees entirely with that decision, and referee says he's nicked in the book. He's not booked, but he's down marked, and Colin thought he played that ball fairly away from Brian Gormley, but the referee's seen it different. He's in the air to try to stack the kicker, perfectly legal. What comes? Fired off, strikes the ball, looks very, very good. Lovely score from the young lad from Carrickmore, and the score is Carrickmore, the first score today, 1, Errigal Ciaran 0, and we've played roughly 8.5, 9 minutes. Still anyone's game here, as you can tell, so early on, but as we look at the flags are blowing slightly down the field, but they seem to be blowing across the field now. It's certainly changed with that wind shower. Good kick out from Cahill McAnally. It's dropping it onto the shoot. They both go with one hand. The ball's dangerously close to the far side. It's picked up and off the ground. Referee says on Ronan McGarry. Eamon McCaffrey has it in. McCaffrey seems to loosen enough ball, and it's one in there, well one there by Kieran McAleer. Kieran McAleer gives it to Gavin McElroy. Gavin McElroy being tackled. Gives a long ball under this Kieran Lohan, and also Eamon Kavanagh, who punches it clear, well held by Pascal Canavan. And as they rush through, Peter Lohan didn't seem to get there in time. And the man out in there is Errigal Ciaran. Seemed to take a lot of steps, been harassed, gives it outside to Kieran McAleer. Kieran McAleer down that far side, drops the ball, tackled by Paul Hoyce, under a lot of pressure by Paul Hoyce, and then picks Joe Lynch, tackled twice, gives it back. Eamon McCaffrey playing possession football here, gives it back to Peter Lohan. Peter Lohan gives a long ball into space, and the man in space is Mark Hart. Back comes Conor Gormley and Peter Canavan. Nice, get the ball off the ground. The referees give that off the ground. And certainly a lot of people not agreeing with that. I'd have to say it again, to be honest, but the referee's given it, so it won't change. Peter Canavan straight in front of the goals, 20 metres out. Even less than 20 metres out. A simple tap over for a man of his calibre, really. Steps up, right footed, and that's the equaliser for Errigal Ciaran. Just over 10 minutes gone, and the score's 1-1. And this is a very close game, as we expect it to be, but that's the first attack Errigal Ciaran have had, and they've equalised. Plunkett McKellen, big odds as a coming by Carrickmore, left footed. Not a good one, low. Sketch off the ground, breaks, and Eamon McCaffrey's the first man to it. Eamon McCaffrey plays the ball, Ronan McGarry tackling him hard, still there. Good challenge by Errigal Gormley, but he gets the ball away, the ball is dropped. And then there's Kieran McAleer. He's shot as a free out. Damien Lohan, the full back, has the ball. Damien Lohan looks up, gets a nearly ball, and that target is Brian Gormley. Colin McCann as well, and Pascal Canavan trying to pick it up. It's very stiffy. Colin McCann gets it to the second bite there, and he gives it early. Peter Canavan miles away from his own goals, gives the ball out, and that ball, it's played well at the wing to Mark Hart. Mark Hart features it in McCaffrey. Eamon McCaffrey going across the field, but chased with Errigal Gormley. Gives it to Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh gives it back out again to Owen Gormley. Owen's been very quiet here. Comes right across the field. That ball is a low, glorious kick from Owen Gormley, and just tails to the right and wide. Yeah. Plunkett McCallum, long, huge kick, 70 metres out to just in the middle of the field, and the man that got his hand, it was Shimmy McCallum. To go to ground, they listened to heavy tackle on Joe Lynch. It was a heavy tackle on Joe Lynch, and people just handbag stuff really, and the ball's played early, it's given inside. Emmett McGinley, was it? I think it was Emmett McGinley. Gives the ball inside, soloing through, he's fouled. Because Emmett McGinley won that ball, and it's a free in. And certainly things settling down a bit as regards Errigal Ciaran, and certainly the pressure's gone 50-50 here. Carrickmore started the best in the first 5 or 6 minutes, but now Errigal seemed to get the last few attacks. Thrust it this free kick again. Peter Canavan strikes right footed. Peter Canavan sends it over the bar. And I don't have to tell you, but the noise on the left-hand side that Peter Canavan has scored, and it's Peter Canavan 2 points, Errigal Ciaran 2 points, Carrickmore 1. McCallum comes up, strikes it. Huge kick. Snowing it really. Comes down and underneath it is Shimmy McCallum. Knocks it, and the man that in the one that was brilliant was Ronan McGarry. He shift 3 tackles. He gives the ball down under the corner. It beats both of them, and the man who's got it is Gabriel McCallum. Gabriel McCallum is chased by Paul Horace. Paul Horace holding him up. Well, he's in the corner. He needs help. He's still there, Gabriel McCallum. He's looking up for options. That option seems to be outside him. As Brian Gormley doesn't give it. Checks inside again. And that's a very good tackle from Paul Horace. And the man out there is Brian Duff. Gets the ball. No one else. Ciaran Loughlin. Brian Gormley gives it inside to Dermot Loughlin. Dermot Loughlin on his left foot looks to be dropping short. Cal McAnally calls my ball. He gets it. Gives it out to Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh back to Cal McAnally. Cal McAnally well blocked there by Ciaran Loughlin, and out comes Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch puts it up the line. Looks a bit long for Peter Loughlin. It is a bit long for Peter Loughlin. Dermot Loughlin gets it. The battle of the Loughlins on the side, and that's a free in. A free in to Carrickmore. Around the full forward position. He hoists it right across the field. Errigal Ciaran challenges it and goes to shoot one. The ball drops to David McElroy. David McElroy seemed to be fouled there. David McElroy was fouled, and certainly a chance to free. Again, another good chance for Carrickmore. Maybe right footed. Kicking into the Gorchin end, as we call it, in goals here. And they're playing into Omagh Town end. Takes 5-6 steps back, looks up, and he's running up now to take the ball. Willis to the equal Errigal for the men from Carman. Strikes the ball, strikes through it, lovely score. And it's 2 points all. And this is nip and tuck today again. On a day where free takers are going to be very, very important. Conditions very difficult to play football. That ball's hit long, low along the ground, and the man that runs out for the Hugh Quinn. Hugh shifts the tackle, and Ciaran Loughlin looks up and gives the ball cross field. Pascal Canavan picks it up. Pascal Canavan switching the play out here to Mark Hart. Mark Hart's first the ball, and Mark Hart there is fouled by Eamon Loughlin. And the referee takes a wee note and says, next time you're in the book, Eamon, says he was pushing, and that ball's left to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley stands with the ball. There's movement up front, and the McGinley's running for Owen Gormley, decides not to give it in, and this could well be a big ball into the square. Looking up, Owen Gormley plays it in. Eamon McCaffrey in a lot of space. Eamon McCaffrey been held up by Conor Gormley. The ball slipped through, but hard to man the corner. Peter Canavan has it. Peter Canavan gives the ball down to McGinley, and the McGinley gives it out to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley, a lovely shot from Owen Gormley, and he's hit the post, and it's well covered there by Shimmy McCallum, who comes storming out. There's now Solo's bounce. Left foot gives it long, and that is held by Eamon Kavanagh to Pascal Canavan. Pascal Canavan looks up, pumps the ball into space, and in the space is Mark Hart, and a lot of space in there, and his left foot seemed to shit very early, and it's gone wide. A disappointing result there. He was in a good position. Score still 2 points all. Kicking out from the near side for the first time today. The stand side kicks out left foot. Huge kick. Absolutely huge from the big man. Goes up. Good contesting on there. That breaking ball seems to be the order of the day in there. Ball's on the ground. Referee's very close. He hasn't blown it yet. He's still looking. And then with that ball, and that was Shimmy McCallum coming through there, and he shifted a hard tackle, but it didn't matter to him. He gives the ball out, and that ball along the ground is to Ciaran McAleer. Ciaran McAleer gives it up along the line to Brian McElduff. Brian McElduff is tackled, and Joe Lynch comes sliding in there, and that ball's gone to the sideline to Carrickmore. It's certainly the ball very slippy, very greasy, very hard to hold, and a lot of breaking ball going on in the middle of the field. Brian McElduff is looking up for someone to give the ball to, and it's very tight in there, marking extremely tight. He decides to hoist this one in. It's towards the near post, and up onto the shoot corner. It drops, and in behind him is Colin McCann. Sells a dummy, gives it out. That ball intercepted. Dalton McElroy, referee's looking at it, and he says hot ball. He can't make up his mind, and hot ball it will be. A lot of players in there, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe, and no ball. Important position here for Carrickmore. They're on their attack, and Errigal, I'm sure, will be looking to win the ball and release the pressure from defence. The referee has the ball, trying to sort 2 players out he wants to throw it there. One of them is Owen Gormley, I think I'm saying, and it's David McElroy with it again, trying to come out. Whoever he's over carrying, and it's a free out. And certainly nobody been allowed to carry it longer than they have to today. He's been very sharp in that whistle. I think David McElroy's asking. Maybe he didn't get time to play the ball, but he's been very consistent so far, the referee, in this. Paul Horace gives the ball, shifts the tackle there from Ciaran Loughlin, a fair tackle. Eamon Kavanagh looks up, looking to be playing the role of playmaker, and certainly Mark Hart seems to be getting a lot of room up front. Gives that ball back to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley gives it first time, and Peter Canavan runs out, running straight on to Hugh Quinn. That ball popped up for Hugh Quinn, and inside him is another one if he gets it, but he's been robbed. Absolutely robbed, and Carrickmore have it. Joe Lynch gives it out to Peter Canavan. Peter Canavan shifts 2 tackles on his right foot. Peter Canavan, and a good score for Peter Canavan. The first score from play by Peter Canavan, Certainly feel the tension building in the crowd there. This game seems to be going anyway. It's early days, but it's 3-2. As you'd expect these two get rivals to be, and that ball's the whole way out the field, is 70-80 yards out. Pascal Cameron picks it up, comes soaring up. He's gone about 20 metres. Gives the ball in. Ball beats Enda McGinley, and the man who's out there is Mark Hart, who seems to be getting everything up there in that corner. Great transfer into Enda McGinley. He gives it back. No, he doesn't. He holds on to the solos. Looking round, looking right, looking good, and looking over the bar. Errigal Ciaran 4 points, Carrickmore 2. Diagonal ball there, and it's certainly stretching the Carman defence. Errigal Ciaran 4, Carrickmore 2. Ball kicked out. Brilliant kick by Plunket McCallum underneath of the shoot corner. Fergal Gonley. Ball's broke again, and the man that had it is Peter Lohan. Picks a tackle from Shimmy McCallum. The referee says foul. Peter Lohan has it. He's looking up, and that ball's given short. Short to Enda McGinley again. Enda McGinley has it. He's on the ground. He's been harassed by Fred Lohan. He's got the referee's looking at it very closely. He says you've held it too long. 3 out. Gavin McElroy picks the ball up, looking for someone, but it's very tightly marked up above here. Gives the ball. Hoists it long. Will beat Gabriel McCallum. Will beat Cormac McGinley, and beats everyone, and goes out over the far sideline for a line ball to Errigal Ciaran. Some massive bodies over there. That's the best he can do, is hoist it in. He does hoist it in, and that ball's up there. You can breaks it, but it's not. And the man who picks it up is David McElroy. He's done well there. Shifted 2 tackles, balls loose on the ground, men round him. He hasn't picked it up. He has now. He's come straight out. It's good play for the Carrickmore man. He's tackled by Paul Horse. He's fouled by Paul Horse, and it's a free in to Carrickmore, but the halfway line. Certainly the crowd have plenty to shout about on the far side. I didn't see a pile wrong with that, but Gavin, his brother, picking it up, gives it to his other ball, and intercepted by Paul Horse. Well played by the young Errigal Ciaran player, and that's Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley gives it in. Gives him hard picking by Enda McGinley, and he's still got it on the ground. The ball's on the ground. The 2 are tackling for it. The referee says you're fouling Damien Lohan, and Fred not one but please puts his hands up to remonstrate with the referee. Didn't seem to be a pile long. Ball's given early, and again Mark Harton loads of space. Eamon McCaffrey. Poor kick from Eamon McCaffrey. It's easy fetch for Tucker McCallum. He feeds it out to Fergal Gormley. The 2 midfielders out on this side. Gives it to Shimmy McCallum. Shimmy McCallum goes right foot, left foot. He's gone inside. He shifts the tackle from Hugh Quinn. Gives it inside to Fergal Gormley. Fergal Gormley's gone across the field. Gives it to Conor Gormley. Conor Gormley gives it out wide, and that ball may beat them on the grass. It's far too long, and it's gone over the sideline. 2-point lead at this stage. Ball's humped in again. Joe Lynch in the back there, but the referee says play on as Ciaran McAleer gets it. Ciaran McAleer looks very tight to the sideline. It's gone, and certainly that's 3 or 4 in a row from Cameron over the sideline there. And certainly play seems to have all switched over to the far side of the field. Very bare looking on this side of the field. No half forwards. Given in early to Owen Gormley. Number 15 is back. Should be number 8. He spent most of the time in the middle of the field. Gives that ball out long. Peter Lohan has the ball. Peter turns on left footed. Going a lot of steps there, going nowhere across the field, gives it to Eamon Cavan. Eamon Cavan gives it back to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley turns around, looks one way, looks the other, gives the ball in, and it's cut out to the full back, Damien Lohan. Damien Lohan fouled by Enda McGinley, really accidental more than anything, and Fred gives a long ball in. And Gabriel McCallum comes out, wins it well, comes away from his marker. Cormac McGinley comes soloing up, and if he looks in, there's nobody in Barry Duff at the edge of the square, but he doesn't see him. He does now. He gives the ball in, plays it into the corner. Barry Duff on his right foot. Cormac McGinley and Emmett McGinley trying to hold him up. Outside is Gabriel McCallum. The ball still hasn't come out there, and there's a lot of tackling. That's good defence from Errigal Ciaran, and they play the ball out. Pascal McCallum gives to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley to Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch soloing up this right hand side of the field. Steps inside Gavin McElroy. Getting tackled by Gavin McElroy. The ball so short, and the man that has it is Ciaran McAleer. Ciaran McAleer going out with it. It's tackled from behind, and the ball on the ground by Joe Lynch straight in front of the cameras there, and that will be a free in for Carrickmore, as Joe Lynch seems to have taken a knock to the head. The referee doesn't seem to be stopping the play. Joe Lynch is up on his feet again. I think he'll be okay. Ball's given in short. Nobody picks Gavin McElroy up. Gavin McElroy has the ball, gives it straight back down the line again. Ciaran McAleer has the ball. Gives a hopeful ball in. It's dropping in underneath that is Shimmy McCallum. Hugh Quinn drops to Shimmy McCallum on his left foot. Chance for Carrickmore. Score for Carrickmore. And it looks as if Curly McAleer is coming on at number 18, Conor McAleer, and better known as Curly, has come on as a substitute. And we're just looking to see who's going off on this stage. Looks like Gavin McElroy at this stage. It is Gavin McElroy, and certainly one of the senior players of Carrickmore. And Cahill McNally looks at the measured kick, and that measured kick goes as far as Owen Gormley, absolutely getting a fortune the ball in around there. Ball gives to Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn drops the ball, and David McElroy coming solo inside the 45. Right footed, looks up, takes a shot. Oh, and it's gone gnarly wide. Really one he would expect to have scored there. Score remains Errigal Ciaran 4, Carrickmore 3. And certainly a missed opportunity, no pressure there, just on the wrong side of the post. Certainly that's placed again, and they seem to be working these place balls out well. Hugh Quinn comes out, picks it up. The man in support is him, and Cavan doesn't need him. Rounds Kieran Lohan going up the sideline, looks up, places that ball right, and the man in front is Mark Hart feeds it back to Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn has the ball. Hugh Quinn gives it out. Peter Canavan has the ball. Peter Canavan turns, being fouled, and a free in. And Mark Hart lying below us here. I didn't see the incident. I was following the ball, so I generally don't know what happened there. Certainly been attended down here in front here, and linesman has not spoke to the referee. The Canavan, with all his years of experience, was waiting on Mark Hart to recover, known as a left-footed kick. Not that Peter can kick it with his left foot only, but he's left it to Mark Hart. Young Errigal now steps up left foot, looks good. That's over the bar. And minutes, maybe 3 minutes to half time. And Conor McAleer is on for Gavin McElroy's Plunkett kicks it out. Plunkett McCallum, long big kick under the undercut. This is David McElroy. The ball breaks to Fergal Gormley, bit of space. Then Harry by Owen Gormley gives it back to Ciaran McAleer. Gives a long raking ball. Colin McCann's out in his own, and Colin McCann, no pressure, is hauled down by Gabriel McCallum, and that'll be a free out, and the free's taken very quickly to Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn cuts inside. The tackle by Dermot Lohan's coming across, looking for someone to give it. They play him this short ball out of the fence, and that short ball was won that time by Colin McCann. He kicks it back to his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper, Cahill McNally, gives it out again. Conor McGinley goes out high, 50-50 ball, really. Fergal Gormley goes on to break, the ball breaks loose, and it's the sideline, and Eamon Cavan is the man with the ball outside. Given inside to Owen Gormley, back in his own half back line, the number 15, and given long in, and that ball going to Eamon McCann. Ronan McGarty gets it first, knocks the ball away to Corley McAleer. Corley goes out and picks it up, left footed, steps inside, looks, it gives the ball, slips the ball into Brian Gormley, tackled by Joe Lynch. Brian Gormley looking up and gives a long ball into the corner, but again it's picked up Eamon Cavan, who's playing a good sweeping role there. Gives it out to Pascal Canavan. Pascal Canavan looking for someone to hand pass that business. Emmett McGinley, and the ball breaks there to Seamus McCallan. Seamus McCallan, one of these stormer runs, getting tackled by Paul Horse behind, fouled by Paul Horse from behind. And certainly a scoreable chance here for young Brian McElduff. Approach half time. Referee making sure the Errigal Ciaran defenders are back for 5 to 10 metres, and up steps Plunkett McElduff. And the crowd will tell you from the Carrickmore support whether this goes over or not. He strikes it right footed. And there they are, it's over the bar. Errigal 5 points. Carrickmore 4. That's well, just as uncomfortable for supporters to be watching it. Ball kicked out. It looks around the half time, but it's not half time yet. Referee hasn't blown that whistle. Ball. Gavin McElroy on it, and Hugh Quinn's up, and the man picks it up. One of the smallest men in the field is Brian Gormley. He does well, gives it to Ciaran Gormley. Space out the wing for Shimmy McCallum. He seems to be playing centre half forward at the minute. Shimmy runs into Pascal Canavan, looks round, slips it inside to Fergal Gormley. Fergal Gormley back to Seamus McCallum again. Shimmy McCallum trying to dummy on that left foot and gives it out to Ciaran Lohan. Ciaran Lohan, we haven't seen much of Ciaran. We haven't seen much of Ciaran today, and he's drifted up onto the left, and he's drifted it wide. And at the half time with the whistle is Errigal 5 points, Carrickmore 4. About to start the second half of this replay of the senior football final in Tyrone. Martin Coburn putting the respective men outside the midfield area in number 45, but they've already broken. I don't think he sees it. stop. He's checking his watches. And the game is on, thrown in, and that's a free catch for him. McCaffrey, not a being come near him. He took it, gives it out, and the man that's there is Peter Lohan. He shipped a couple of chances, looking to play it early. He does play it early, and that ball goes in. The end of McGinley, they feeds it back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey looking for Peter Cameron, and Peter Cameron has the ball, gives inside, steps left, steps right, going inside. The man back with him is Conor Gormley, and that's a brilliant score for Peter Cameron. 20 seconds in the second half gone, and Peter Cameron, wonderful fisted score, and a good bit of football from Errigal Ciaran, restores a 2-point lead. Errigal Ciaran 6, Carrickmore 4. He kicked the ball up. There's one going across the field now, so not really any advantage to anyone. He's dropping underneath there. The shoot corner. It's a free catch. Given McCallum was out with him. The ball's put on Damon Campbell. Damon Campbell looks up. The ball's hard and low. It's a fight there between Eddie McGinley, and he's the first man. It slides along the ground quite a long time, being held by Conor Gormley, and a free into Errigal. The ball at Owen Gormley since he's playing that roving commission in Ryan. Redfield has been entrusted with this free kick. He looks up, plays it deliberately, and the ball's in. It's dropping, and no, it was well taken, and straight out to Damien Lohan. No prisoners, straight out, and the ball there won by Gabriel McCallum. He sees the gun in the midfield. Gabriel has it, sprints away from 2 challenges, 3 challenges, took a lot of steps, they got away from stone possession, ball knocked out of the way. Well picked up there by Emmett McGinley, but it's been Robin kicked in, and a chance here for Carrickmore. Shimon McCallum now playing full forward. Didn't release it under Errigal Gormley, bought a free, and he's got a free. And certainly should be a gap closed again here as Brian McElduff. He's gone full forward from midfield, and Gabriel McCallum has gone midfield. And certainly you can see more ball being pumped into this full forward line with James McCallum down the edge of the square. And an extra job for Colin McGinley. And it's Brian Duff. Brian Duff is known about Carrickmore. Brian McElduff stepping up. Kicks it right footed, kicks it straight and through over the bar. Point between the teams. Errigal Ciaran 6, Carrickmore 5. A few minutes gone. Again, it's well they were at half time. A point between the sides is Cathal McNally trying to take it very firmly on the ground. Cahill's been placing a lot of his kickouts and a lot of space, and people run into him, and I wonder if this will be another one. Looking up. No, it's a good long kick up the middle and underneath it is Hugh Corn, and beautifully taken by Hugh Corn. Gabriel McCallum falls over, a lot of bodies around there. He's still got the ball out, and the man that got it was Patrick Canavan. Slips it inside to Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley gives it out wide, and the man that was going for a ball was Peter Lohan. A bit late to a tackle, and back comes Roland McGarty. Covers a lovely ball, and Roland McGarty to Gabriel McCallum. Gabriel McCallum slips it inside to Brian Gormley. Brian Gormley gives it in long, and the man there is Seamus McCallum. Seamus McCallum drops the ball. The ball breaks loose, and that's the one. McGinley coming out. He's getting fouled. He's getting harassed. He's definitely fouled there by Errigal Gormley. The man that has the ball now is Peter Canavan. Peter Canavan. So not Peter Canavan, Pascal Canavan. Pascal Canavan put it out. Breaks loose. Joe Lynch kicks it and rebounds off Kieran McAleer straight in the head. As the ball goes out the far side, it's going dangerously close, and it's just out of play, and it'll be a Carrickmore sideline ball as Owen Gormley just failed to keep that in. Quicker play and a lot of balls given in. Gabriel McCallum drops it, gets time to pick it up again. He's been harassed by Peter Lohan, gets away from him, kicks it left footed. It's long, going to come off the surface very quickly. It does go off the surface very quickly, and it's gone to the right and gone wide. It's into the first half. I've certainly stemmed the tide slightly here, but they still need more scores in the doors. All right, that's very long. It's gone too long, and it's gone for a sideline, and that sideline's to Carrickmore on the far side. Kieran McAleer retrieves the ball. He looks up. He's looking for someone to hit it for. Pumps it in, and certainly Brian Gormley's underneath there, and Brian Gormley has it tackled by Pascal Cameron. The ball drops. Still racing back, and hit by Peter Lohan there when the ball probably wasn't in contact there. He's having a word with Peter Lohan. He's taking a note of his name. It's not a yellow card, but he certainly took a note of his name and on it. Certainly took more than that to Brian Gormley down. Look at McElduff has the ball. And then breaking on the left for him. He's decided he's playing right back in. He steps up right footed. He hasn't got the distance, but it's dropping dangerously. The ball breaks still in there. Seamus McCallum. Wonderful how shoot corner on there. He went to the ground there, and he's probably no need to, but the ball's out. Owen Gormley, right corner. On the right corner back position. He's covered every blade of grass to Paul Harris. He's holding it up, waiting for Owen Gormley to come along again. Owen Gormley sells a dummy. Tackled and fouled. And the ball kicked away there, maybe in frustration there by Kieran McAleer, but it was a foul. Again, Colin McCann as Owen Gormley gives a long ball into space. The hop's going to be important. The hop was important. And the man who read it was Conor Gormley. Went to bounce it by Pascal Canavan. Didn't get very far. And then he was fouled by Emma McGinley. seemed harsh enough, but not many people arguing. Brian Gormley has the ball. He's looking for someone out wide, and that person out wide is Dermot Loughlin. Dermot Loughlin has the ball, takes it the second attempt, cuts inside left foot, puts the ball in, and Conor McAleer done a great run from right half back, and Conor McAleer has it. Checks inside on his left foot, slips it inside to Errigal Ciaran. Errigal Ciaran rides a challenge. Colin McCann gives it back to Conor McAleer. It's a cross, and the man that's there is Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh has been fouled on the way out by Gabriel McCallum, and certainly that should have been a score there for Carrickmore. Certainly over elaborate. Certainly a chance for a score from the men from Carman there, and the ball should have been kicked over the bar there then on a few passes, but they may get a few more chances, but they have to take them if they're going to. But they'll still lead by that all important point. Ball kicked out long one, but Callum McAnally is dropping it under. Just Gabriel McCallum. He takes that well under, no challenge. Hugh Quinn, free catch. Goes put inside, and it's Conor McAleer again hoisting that ball in underneath it. It's John McGinley and Simon McCallum. That ball's broke away past O'Callum, and just a last ditch tackle, and Brian Gormley gets it, and the ball's given out wide here to Peter Loughlin. Peter Loughlin, left footed Peter Loughlin gets the ball, and he gives that ball, huge ball down the field. Mark Hart is underneath it. Peter Callum coming in behind for the break. The referee says you're holding Mark Hart, and it's a free to Carrickmore, and what a surprise. Errigal Ciaran supporters don't agree with that, and the Carrickmore ones do. The referee's the man in the middle. He's given the decision, and that's it. Ball's given by Damien Loughlin outside, running for this. Oh, pushed, slight push from Errigal Gormley. There's a bit of 50-50 with him and Paul Harris, but Errigal was caught at the last minute push in there, and certainly it's become very, very ragged display here at the moment. Paul Harris has the ball. He steps inside. Donald McAvoy, and there he comes again. Owen Gormley, absolutely covering every inch of ground this field. Lovely ball into Mark Hart, getting tackled by him and Loughlin, looking for someone. That man is Peter Callum out in the right wing. Peter Callum, and that's just gone to the left and gone wide, and a good enough effort from such an angle. But certainly Carrickmore will be pleased that Peter Callum is getting the ball at those awkward angles, because he does look dangerous when he's in around goal. Tired to look their team, only a point in it. Plunkett kicks the ball out, lovely kick again, steady, up goes Peter Loughlin. That ball's broken, the man that won it again as Ciaran Loughlin took a high challenge off the ball. The referee has seen it. He's calling over Joe Lynch, and Joe Lynch could be in bother. Joe Lynch has been already booked, and he's very, very fortunate, I think. Very fortunate to stay on the field. It was a high challenge on the face of Ciaran Loughlin as Peter Kerr has been introduced for Carrickmore. Peter Kerr, who originally named the programme played last week, has been brought in. We're still looking to see who's coming off here. We're looking here to see who's coming off. And the man's coming off is Errigal Gormley. It was certainly a surprise, to say the least. But Conor McAleer has the ball. Coming on his left foot. Kicks it way wide, right hand side, and badly wide, and that's another miss for the men from Carman. Sugar kicks it out, drops on. Oh, wonderfully taken by Owen Gormley. Wonderful piece of fielding. The man has covered every blade of grass in this field today. Martin Cobert over saying, listen, no argy-bargy. I'll sort it out if there's anything wrong. And Owen Gormley takes the ball of Colin McCann. He gives it back to him. Colin McCann is going to hit it long. That ball seems to go in the direction of Andy McGinley, but it's nobody really gone for it. It's a free catch of Ronan McGarty. That's a quick early ball from Ronan McGarty out to Blunt. Brian Gormley picks up the big pass. O'Callum trying to cover. Man steaming through the middle. That man steaming through the middle. Peter Kerr, the sub, gives the ball into the corner and gives him McCallum's in on the far side. He's held up by two Carrickmore Errigal Ciaran defenders, gives it back, takes a shot that's over the bar, and that's the equaliser. The equaliser, and I think it was buried up. 6 points all. 10 minutes gone in the second half. 6 points all. And that's certainly lifted the Carman support. Cahill McAnally with the kick out again. Dropping up under it. Peter Kerr breaks, ball breaks this, and it's David McElroy again. David McElroy fends off him. McCaffrey gives the ball out to Dermot Loughlin. Dermot Loughlin has the ball. Takes a shoulder, fair shoulder, goes to the ground, tries to get a tackle on the man that tears him, and McCaffrey turns into trouble. Been helped out at the back by Cormac McGinley. Cormac McGinley gives it out to Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn, acres of space, he gives the ball out. Andy McGinley giving it up, looks short. Out running for it, it's Mark Hardy, picks it up on his left foot, looking inside, and the man inside is Joe Lynch. Joe Lynch picks it up, gives it back to Mark Hart. Mark Hart is taken down by the neck, and that is certainly what's your name time for Ciaran McAleer. It was a high challenge and a rash challenge. And probably the quickness of the forward turn certainly didn't help that tackle at all, and that's certainly a yellow card at minimum. Yes, a yellow card it is. As Tiffy Quinn getting warmed up along the line here for Errigal Ciaran. Looking to add another championship medal to his tally. And he's certainly getting warmed up, and they must be thinking of a sub somewhere along the line. And so on Gormley again to Peter Canavan. Peter Canavan 20-30 yards out straight in front of the goals. Peter Canavan scores. Errigal Ciaran. Certainly a lot of activity on the Errigal bench. Tiffy Quinn is in the game. So we'll just have to see what way the switch is. Is this kick out by Puckett McCallum about to be taking referees? Hold on. Substitution coming on. And Eamon McCaffrey looks has been replaced. Eamon McCaffrey going off the Errigal Ciaran and Tip. So the game of tackle has been played here by both teams. Puckett McCallum kicks the ball out. Long kick underneath it. The midfielder's ball breaks loose. And the man that has won it there, the Hugh Quinn shifts a challenge from Gabriel McCallum. The ball's put into the corner. Running for it is Enda McGinley, and the ball breaks on the stomp for Carrickmore sideline. Carrickmore sideline on the far side is somebody down hurt. Looks like Enda McGinley. He may have fallen awkward. The referee says play on. Free in as Roland McGarty was fouled. He takes a free kick very early. Seamus McCallum. Oh, that's a free in as well. And Seamus McCallum, definitely Cormac McGinley getting a lot of problems with the physical strength of Seamus McCallum there, and been spoken to by the referee, and the man entrusted with the game is Brian McElduff, and the referee and speaking to his umpires here and taking a little note from them. So umpires have obviously seen something. Two of them getting to know each other a wee bit better in the middle of the field a few minutes ago. The young man has kicked them well all day, right footed. But this is a pressure kick, and here he goes. It's a wonderful kick from the young lad, and it's 7 points all, and this is certainly going to give for a very tense finish to this game. Callum McNally pushing the ball out. He kicked from Callum McNally, dropping underneath it his own Gormley. Ball breaks loose. First time by the Hugh Quinn. Breaks loose. Ball's in there. It's Ciaran Lohan. There's hundreds of bodies in there, and the referee says it's a hot ball. Puckett McElduff is just going to 6 point down there, and that out of a Carrickmore total of 7, which is a poor return for the rest of Hurling. But to get out of here, they know to thank the young man. Owen Gormley's going for the ball on with David McElroy. Pure strength of David McElroy. He's rushing through there. He's right through 3 defenders. Back goes Eamon Kavanagh. He's stopped by a tackle from Paul Horst. Gives it inside to Peter Kerr. Peter Kerr's taking a high tackle. Right, he gives it outside to Ciaran McAleer. Ciaran McAleer looking up. The target will be Jimmy McCallum. It's slightly screwed off his foot. It's going near the end line, and it's gone harmlessly wide. So certainly very, very wasteful possession here from Carrickmore at times. Ball has been scrapping his last 10 or 15 minutes. The referee doesn't like the fact that Seamus McCallum and McGinley are inside the 20-metre line. He's told them to get out. Now the kick out can be taken. Lovely ball out by Cameron. Now they're underneath it. Not man Owen Gormley, but he succeeds in knocking it down to Peter Kerr. Peter Kerr picks it up and gives it back to Roland McGarty. Roland McGarty, a lovely ball through the middle by Roland McGarty, but well cut out by Emmett McGinley, and let's give it out now to Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh plays a shot, but Owen Gormley doesn't get it. It's picked up by Ciaran Gormley. Ciaran Gormley, the battle of the Gormleys out here. To another Gormley, Brian Gormley. Looks up, no options. Tiffy Quinn's packing him back, but there's a good run from the wee man from Cameron. Kicks it out, but he's kicked it badly to the right and badly wide. And certainly with the possession Carrickmore have, they should be leading this game, but the same as last time, it's a draw, and who knows what way it's going to end. Quick out doesn't get there. Hugh Quinn comes solo out, gives a long ball. Long ball's cut out by David McElroy, and certainly Errigal, a ball getting by the 3/4, and this ball's the wrong side. Seamus McCallum knocks it down. Who's going to be there first? And Colin McCann there to rescue Errigal Ciaran. Colin gives across. Solo's out, gone 10-15 yards. He gives a long clearance up the field, but again it's cut out by David McElroy. He's playing a storm there. He's fouled by a late tackle there from And the McGinley, and that ball given in. The space is a plenty here for him at the minute. Slipped inside Dermot Lohan to Peter Kerr. Peter Kerr checks the challenge. Paul House. The tackle in by Owen Gormley. Ball's intercepted. Ball's loose now. Picked up again. Joe Lynch misses it. Comes out and mixed up between the Carrickmore men. Joe Lynch has it. He's fouled as to come out. And certainly no communication there between the men from Errigal and the centre half forward. Tiffy corners back out. He gives the ball out to Eamon Kavanagh. Eamon Kavanagh has the ball. Up the line is Peter Lohan. Doesn't use it. Gives it away. Gives it badly away to Damien Lohan, the Carrickmore fullback. He comes out, gives the ball long, and that's another waste of possession to Colin McCann. Tension and very scrappy football. Tiffy gives a long ball out, doesn't make it. That man David McElroy again gives it to Ronan McGarty. Ronan McGarty is soling up, gives the ball in front, but again it's cut out, and certainly the extra defender in each team seems to be cutting this ball out. Goes inside to Paul House. Paul House, Owen Gormley's called for, doesn't get it. Slipped inside to Christopher Quinn. Christopher Quinn is tackled from behind, is fouled from behind. And certainly a lot of play around the middle of the field, but no real penetration in this last 4 or 5 minutes. Marky O'Rourke introduced to the play here for Errigal Ciaran, the number 18. Ex-Fermanagh star is coming in. And something has happened. That there's an Errigal Ciaran man's gone down off the ball. There's definitely people sorting things out there. And I didn't see it. Darren O'Hanlon again getting warmed up, and Marky O'Rourke is in, and Joe Lynch is coming up here. The number 10 has been replaced by Marky O'Rourke, and Darren O'Hanlon getting warmed up as well, and Errigal starting to arrange here the switches. Again, between throwing the ball and so much going on, I didn't see that incident at all. Tiffy Quinn gives it into space, and that man in space is brilliantly taken by Andy McGinley. Getting harassed there by Conor Gormley. Ball well blocked, very well blocked by Peter Kerr as the ball goes out the sideline, and it's a rare tackle for Carrickmore Ciaran to have been up the field in the last 5 or 10 minutes. And certainly Pascal Canavan running from the very deep position, nobody picking him up, but Peter Canavan has the ball and he's decided he's going to loft it in. Owen Gormley seems to be the target. He's gone early, nobody's picked him up. David McElroy has picked him up now. Peter still got the ball from the sideline. Huge kick from Peter Canavan. Is dropping in, dangerously dropping in near the end line. Oh, and a good save and pluck of McCann from a fist on. From the end of the McGinley. Oh, he's dropped the ball as he come out. And he's did well in the end of his Ciaran McAleer. That ball goes out. And the run here between Jude Quinn and Brian Gormley. And the referee said Brian Gormley, you were fouling him. Earlier on that might have been blown up for over carrying, but it seems to be as the game tires. He's got more lenient here. Peter Canavan's come out to take this one. Minutes of this game. Now Peter Canavan puts it into space, and the man in space is Paul Horace. He's turned right, he's turned left, he's looking for options. Those options is Christopher Quinn. Left foot of Christopher Quinn's dropping it around the square. The hands going, wonderful catch. He dropped the ball, the ball's in the net. The ball's in the net. Peter Lohan, I think, the man that scored the goal. And certainly there's a goal between the teams now in the last 10 minutes. Tucker McCown kicks the ball out. Long ball out the field underneath is David McElroy, and the both must went for the punch and missed it. Eamon Kavanagh draws on the ball long. Inside. And it's one by Andy McGinley. Andy McGinley gets it back to Peter Canavan. Peter Canavan. He's going at Damien Lohan. He looks inside. That man inside is Owen Gormley. Owen Gormley stays through. It's a score. 4 points in it. 1-8 to 7 points. You take them. But who knows? 7 or 8 minutes left yet. Anything can happen. Ball's in the middle of the field. The ball's broken. The man witness Ciaran McAleer turns inside. Gets a long ball in. Under this one up and Seamus McCann. Ball breaks loose, and underneath is Paul Horace. He has had a super game today. Gives it outside to Callum O'Rourke. Or Marky O'Rourke. Marky O'Rourke gives it on down the field. Mark Hart runs for it. Mark Hart gets it, takes the challenge, ball breaks loose, and Mal gets it, Ronan McGarty. He's been tackled, Ronan McGarty, and fouled by both Peter Canavan and by Paul Horace. Yes, the referee says don't obstruct and gives him 10 metres. The ball's put up, and that ball's put into Brian McElduff. Brian McElduff has it. Right hand side, the man supporting Ciaran McAleer puts it into space. Ciaran McAleer on the right hand side, Ciaran McAleer sides up. Could go very close, it looks a good score, it does a good score. A good reply and only a goal in it again, and we know what happened last week.
Both teams will be pleased with playing from the long to the playing team. curiosity.
Doesn't look that mobile, but if this goalie is one that they hang on for, he'll let worry about his mobile a lot tomorrow morning. But again, this game far from over. Remember last week, Carrickmore it's a place kick out the line. The ball's broke loose. And the man that won that was Peter Ciaran. He did terrible well, gives it to Brian Gormley. Brian Gormley soloing through, gives that ball into space. Oh, wonderful ball into space. Dermot Lohan shoots, and it's a score, and a very good score from the men from Carrickmore. So 2 points in it again, and certainly we'll make it 6 or 7 minutes left on the clock here, and going one way or the other here, and who can tell who's going to win this yet? Ball kicked out. Dropping. Ball breaks loose. The man that gets it in and Cavan knocks the pass of Canavan. Canavan takes a heavy challenge, does well to get the ball away. Gives to Peter Lohan. Peter Lohan, left footed. Peter Lohan gives it in. That ball's played in the end. McGinley looks favoured for it. He does look favoured for it. Gets it. Takes a tackle from young Conor Gormley. Gets the ball inside, and that ball's fed to Peter Canavan. Peter Canavan turns like a flash. Peter Canavan is going inside. Damien Lohan go back to tackle him. Peter tackling, he still gets a shot in, but the ball goes right across the field, and the man that's got it there is Peter Ciaran. Peter Ciaran coming out, looking for help, coming out, still got it, gets a free kick. The referee pointing away, wants it taken. Tucker McCann gives it out, gives it to Ronan McGarty. Ronan McGarty, a long way out from his own goals. Gives the ball in long into space, and the man after that is Brian Gormley, being tackled by Pascal Canavan. It's been a great tussle there all day. Ball breaks to the sideline. Carrickmore ball. They did a lot of urgency here now with less than 5 to go. Long crossfield ball, and the ball breaks loose, but the only man that's there is Paul Horace. He's had a super game today, the young lad, son of the late Barney Horace, and Paul comes out and he's played that very, very well. Colin McCann takes the ball. There'll be no hurry to take this free. Ball's in space. Hugh Quinn and acres of space. The man running back is Barry Duff trying to tackle him. Gives the ball into Margie Rourke. Margie Rourke gets it. Gives the ball out in front. Peter Canavan coming for it. Almost walked there, jumped over there, but the man that got it was Conor Gormley. He gives it outside, and Seamus McCallan is come roving out of the midfield here. Seamus McCallan picks it up. Ciaran McAleer going to support him outside. Gets the ball into Ronan McGarty. Carrickmore coming through here and swerves an exciting finish to this. Long ball in. Underneath the Brian Gormley beats both of them and goes wide. And they're about to commit this ball. They'll be in no hurry. Ball kicked out to Cal McAnally. Oh, a poor kick out. Ricochets out the head. Look, it goes to Pascal Canavan. Nice break of the ball there for Errigal. The ball goes out the field. Mark O'Rourke is upward. It's picked up by certainly my man of the match, Paul Horace. Gets the ball solos, gives it inside again. Still going, Paul Horace. The lad who has a very bad shoulder injury a few years ago, and he's come back really well. Ball outside, and Tippy Quinn has the Tippies out. Sprains puts it into the corner, and the corner. It's one day under McGinley. Under McGinley seems like around his defender. He has got around his defender. He gives it outside, and the man outside is Mark Hart. Mark Hart has got it looking. Gives a long ball across the field. Too long, in fact. And that ball breaks to Ciaran Lohan. Ciaran Lohan is on the attack now. Hugh Quinn trying to get back for him. And it's all go here for Carrickmore. Long ball in, and that's beating everyone. And right through him, Brian Gormley got a great chance for the cross young McGinley. Cormac McGinley's got the ball. Chips the tackle, plays it cool. Pascal Canavan gives the ball out. Owen Gormley. And they're playing possession football here now. As they come out, Owen Gormley has the ball. But 3 minutes left the clock. Well blocked by Peter Ciaran. Goes to Corley McAleer. Corley McAleer gives it out. It's a 50-50 ball though. That ball's won by the Errigal defence. And tackled and fouled. Peter Ciaran just fouled into the defenders to come out there. And Carrickmore bring in another sub. John Kerr being brought into action here. Very late in the day. Could this be an inspirational substitution? 3 minutes left on the clock. Plus, I suppose very little injury time, but who knows what way this is going to have. Certainly, Pascal Canavan playing a short ball there to try and kill a bit of time, and this one goes way down the line. It's not going to make it over. Cormac McAleer cuts it out. That ball given to Ronan McGarty. Ronan McGarty. Dermot Lohan and acres of space. Ronan McGarty comes right along. He's been held up behind the McGinley. Gets the ball again. He stops as if he's going to kick it. Did well there, Ronan McGarty. Gives the ball out. That ball's given away by Ronan McGarty. And McGinley. Hugh Quinn going back in the ball again. Gets the ball. Trying to hold possession. Errigal. He's going right through here. Needs to be tackled. Owen Gormley taken out by the third man tackle there. Ball's out wide. Very near the line. Peter Canavan running along with Eamon Lohan. And that ball will be kicked down the centre. Trying to keep him in there. There'll be no way out here this time. And the ball to the referee says that's a free. And certainly Peter Canavan and Emma Lohan are doing the best that the ball won't be released. The referee's going to sort it out. And what has been a fairly entertaining game in such heavy conditions. The referee is down there sorting it out. I don't know what's going to be the outcome of it. It could well be a hot ball. Not left of ordinary time or so on the ball. Wonderful kick out, and the two men under Pascal Cameron. Hugh Quinn, the ball breaks. For Tuesday, the ball is given out now to Peter Lohan. Peter Lohan gives it down to Mark Hart. Looks high, looks slow, looks dangerous. Mark breaks it. The end of McGinley stepping inside. 6-1 tackle, steps 2. That looks a good score from the big lad. That's a good score. That's a wonderful score, and there's a goal back in it again. And we're actually in injury time. Ball's kicked out wide. Kieran McAleer has it. Kieran McAleer walking up the field with it. Mark Hart comes across the block. It's very close to the sideline. It's too close to the sideline. It's over the line. We're actually in injury time here now. Cool, calm and collected. Over the sideline, the world do him and Cameron, I would think. Ball goes down, it's dropping down underneath. It's Curly McLear and the ball breaks loose. Mark Hart has it. Even Lawton misses him, and it's Mark Hart. Slips it inside, short. Paul Hoyce has the ball. Paul Hoyce gives the ball in. Long, dropping. The boat challenge for this Carrickmore come out with it again. Honey McAleer gives it out to Peter Kerr. Peter Kerr could be a last minute equaliser this week again. Gives it out to Brian Gormley. Brian Gormley goes to the ball, takes it on the second hop. Brian Gormley looking up, needs to get the ball in early. Takes on Colin McCann. It's tackled by Colin McCann and robbed by Colin McCann. And there you go, Kieran are on the break here. It's Hugh Quinn. Hugh Quinn with the ball. He'll take a kick wide probably, or kick it dead, should I say, and he does kick it over the bar. And that surely is the insurance for Errigal Ciaran. 10 to 9 points. As the ball's about to be kicked out. And Errigal Ciaran are the county champions of year 2000.
Before we do the O'Neill Cup, I call upon the sponsor of the top scorer, because top scorer today was won by no stranger. He didn't only win it, but he set a new record then. Peter Cameron, and
Patsy Forbes. Right.
congratulate Tyrone wonderful teams here today. It doesn't matter what team or what you're going to play today. They won it with honour because they've also given a great team as well. So I congratulate them, both teams, for the wonderful game here today. And I ask you to give them a round of applause. The last day and we're going to be more on the new play today. And it was a family all the way, in fact the glory of the family with the young players and with the captains of teams gone by. To make it such a memorable year, the year 2000. I'd like to take also to congratulate the referee, that is the referee of today's match and the referee of the last day, the linesman and the umpire. And I'd ask you to show your appreciation for them, please. I think that the winners today will go and do us proud in the county. That they will go on and win Ulster again first. They have today, I have no doubt that they will go the step farther and bring an Ireland this year to the for hosting the final here today, and thank them for the preparation of the committee and the wonderful work that they have done here in this great ground. And I thank them very much for all that. It's been their night here working since yesterday, and I thank them very much. Thank you, Omagh and Healy. I do respect players. Again, I thank you guys because I think it's wrong, no matter what anybody says, we have the best spectators in Ireland, and it's great to hear over this county finals throughout the championship. Again, as supporters, we thank you very, very much, and give yourselves a round of applause. And now, as we're here in County Tyrone, it gives me great honour and great pleasure as presenting this great trophy, the O'Neill Cup, to the captain of Errigal Ciaran, Carrickmore.
The O'Neill Cup presented to Colin McCann of Errigal Ciaran. Tyrone Senior Football Champions 2000. Scenes of jubilation from the captain here and Errigal Ciaran supporters, and very sportingly Carrickmore team has remained on the field and their supporters applauding it as well. A speech from the captain here, Colin McCann.
What an honour it is for me today to lift this cup on behalf of the players, on behalf of the team of Errigal Ciaran. People I'd like to thank here today, right here that this evening in Ballygarry Town. The few people I won't thank them. The management trio of Leo Quinn, Brendan McCann, and Lee Mann, the Keith Fine and Steve Gullion at the end of Omagh about 7 months ago. We call them, we thought we had one big idiot, but now we have two. Pick them like that. Next of all, I'd like to thank you, the supporters. What a support we have there. We must be the best supported team in Ulster, never mind another support. That makes you on your family. Young brothers, it's just this. Remember, I know the hour just comes to your home. This is you money. I also dedicate this today to 4 people. 4 of my own family that have parted in the last 10 years. To Johnny Moon a great auntie of ours, to our wee class, our second father, Peggy Penny, to my father, who died 10 years ago, and to my brother, Patty, who died 2 years ago. This is for you. We know you were here today in spirit. Thank you very much.